Suppose it would help if I knew the number of the store. It's actually Neighborhood Market 4686. Hey, welcome back. This week we're continuing our mini-series looking at the freshly installed Walmart EV charging locations in their own backyard, Bentonville, Arkansas. Today we're headed to Neighborhood Market 4686 in the southwest corner of Bentonville. It's 15 minutes from the XNA, or the Northwest Arkansas National Airport, making this a decent location for rideshare drivers. But as Bentonville and Centerton continue their never-ending urban sprawl, this location will only support these two cities more and more. Today, we're checking out just what all you can do in this area while you're charging. And good morning, welcome to Neighborhood Market 4686. We're going to get started real fast here with our charging session. First thing I want to show you is a different way to initiate your charge. So last week it was QR, then plug in. This week you have the option to just plug in, then do the QR. And then next week I'll show you my favorite way to do it. So let's get started. Let this ceremoniously drop. Grab the handle. And then just plug it right in. Okay. And now let's go check out the interface for this. And at this point, it becomes very routine. You just open your camera app, scan the QR, press the yellow button at the bottom, and it takes you automatically to the Walmart app. The Walmart app will navigate you to the correct page without you pressing any buttons or tapping on the screen at all. This is all automatic right now. You will see that we're paying 32 cents per kilowatt hour right now. That's the off-peak rate. On-peak rate is 44 cents per kilowatt hour. We are also getting 10% off using Walmart Plus. So I'm going to click on 7 CCS and then start charging. We're going to speed things up right here. As you will see, payment authorized, connect to the charger. And then once it is connected, you will go to this screen right here with a push notification. Okay, this morning we're going to go ahead and do my favorite kind of charging session when DC fast charging. We're going to go from 20% to 80%. We've already started here a little bit, but we did start at 20, and we're getting full rip right now from the Alpitronic Hypercharger. Again, the reason that I like to do that is so that the voltage of the battery doesn't get so low that it's actually a penalty. And we've already reached, I believe, 154 kilowatts. Usually right now, if I'm below 20%, this would be closer to 147, 148. It does make a little bit of a difference, not much. I'll be interested to see if that little power blip happens starting this high in the pack at 20% instead of 15. I'm also interested to see what the new update, version 661.1, is doing with charging, if anything. So we're going to keep an eye on it here. We did precondition on the way in this morning, and we started the session at about 77 degrees. I didn't get to show that to you when we started, but I'll show you the progress using EV Play and CarPlay, which is really sweet. I'll have a video for that right here if you want CarPlay in your Blazer or Equinox EVs. But yeah, already up to 27%. We're doing good. Let's take a look around. First thing that you will notice at this site is that the transformer is 1500 kVA, which is appropriately subscribed for this site, but that will make expansion in the future a little bit more difficult. We'll talk about that in a second. This is the ABB switch gear, and it features the stop button there as well. But between these two pieces of machinery right here, we are going to supply 1.5 megawatt to this location. Now, one of the major differences between the last location and this location in Bentonville is that these Alpitronic Hyperchargers are flush to the ground in the parking lot, not up on the curb. That can make accessing the screen on the Alpitronic Hypercharger just a touch difficult and get people very close to your car while they're charging. I'm sure people are polite about that, but this over here solves that problem. As this sign states, this is the handicap accessible Alpitronic Hypercharger. Walmart has installed this closest to the building, which of course makes sense and is probably required, but what they have done is they have left the area surrounding the Alpitronic Hypercharger here wide open. It's even protected by bollards. So this entire area right here creates kind of like a path in which someone who needs handicap accessibility can navigate around the Alpitronic Hypercharger and access the side screen. A lot of people have talked about this screen kind of being a little bit of an issue for them. I don't see it as an issue. I'm fine with it there, but obviously Gen 2 is going to move that screen to the front. That Generation 2 Hypercharger is only available in Europe right now. But it will be interesting to see if Walmart, Mercedes-Benz, BP Pulse, anybody chooses to implement that in the Americas. Let me know in the comments what you think about the screen location on the Alpitronic Hypercharger here and how Walmart is accommodating their locations for that. But if you just take a look at the site over here where they have 3 in a row, notice that the landscaping is fresh, all of the signs are up, the paint is also fresh. This is a brand new site that looks phenomenal, very welcoming, and I'm excited that this has joined the repertoire of what Walmart is offering in Northwest Arkansas, and I think that it's going to be a welcome addition to the community. All right, 10 minutes have passed, so we're going to check in on our charging session here. We're currently at about 120 kilowatts being drawn into the Blazer EV. As you can see here, we sustained a little bit of a shorter period of maximum amperage, but that's to be expected starting at 20%. We're getting a very nice decline here. Nothing here is standing out at the current time, and we did not have that power blip that we saw last week when we started below 20%. As we take a look at the temperatures here, you could probably see why. The temperatures are around 100 degrees. That's a slow, gradual incline for this vehicle, and it's allowing the battery to get all that it wants, which is less and less as the state of charge rises. So we'll keep an eye on this as we continue going through this. Remember, the magic number is about 115 average before it will dial things back. Looking at the times here, we have about 20 minutes to go in this charging session, 10 minutes in. So we are appearing to be right on track for a 30-minute charge session, just as we would expect. All right, so if the video's seemed off to you so far, yeah, this new camera of mine shot everything in slow-mo, and maybe I was able to fix it. I guess we'll find out in the future. But anyway, Store 100 over there in the center of Bentonville. Stopped by there this morning. There was a huge surprise there. So I want to show you what's going on over there now. And again, good morning from Supercenter 100 here in the middle of Bentonville. The ABB A400s. We're not just fences down here, folks. These things are fired up. They're not available just yet, but man, this is exciting. Let's check these out. So as you can see here, these are incredibly beautiful pieces of machinery. We'll have a full review of these later once they are online, but this location is very, very much ready for prime time as soon as it passes its inspections and everything that goes with that. I'm very excited for this. Many people have commented on the size of the CCS handle, and it's because of the unique process they have for cooling the pins with the ABB A400. So what an exciting time here in Northwest Arkansas. All right, we just crossed the 20-minute mark here, and we are still triple digits with our speed. That's pretty good. So if we take a look at the curve, no dramatic dip. There was no cliff right here at the beginning with whatever is going on between the Blazer EV and the Chargers asking for less power all of a sudden. So maybe that's a restriction on the Blazer EV's part. It only wants 500 amps for so long, and then it will just say, nope, no more. So that's good to see, but this charging session is looking really good. I really like starting at 20%, especially with an NMC battery chemistry. Let's check out the temperatures. All right, taking a look at the temperatures, we are about to cross 115 on the max, but the average is still below 115. Again, 115 on the average and 120 on the max is when things really get throttled back, but we're so high now in our state of charge, about 65%, that I don't think that that's going to be an issue. It's really dialed back the amperage now, so much so we can see it right here. The amperage is 282, so definitely pulled way back here. Some of the amenities that are available to you at this location. First, right over here you have the convenience store available. If you need to go in and grab something very quick out of there, milk or something. Right over there off in the distance, there's a Jersey Mike's. Right over here you have Slim Chickens, which is a great Arkansas chicken establishment. Great wings, great tenders, everything over there. And then there's this monstrosity, and I mean that word with all the love in the world. Andy's Frozen Custard. I'm in trouble. Now again, the thing about this location is it's not particularly close to an interstate. It's not particularly close to US 71. This is definitely city support. It's halfway between the southern half of Centerton and the southern half of Bentonville. So this is going to be for local people more than likely. But if you don't have to shop in the Walmart, you definitely have some other options on how to spend your time if you want to while charging. So definitely like this location. So one of the things that we've noticed in the plans, I haven't seen it specifically in this one, I may need to go back and check, but they're putting extra breakers in these switchgear boxes. And that's because of future expansion. And these neighborhood markets are great examples of how Walmart is building that in to their plans, even right now. So if we take a look, you can see, of course, there's the 3 in a row right here. But running between the last one and the accessible is obviously conduit. You can see the fresh pavement. It would be nothing for Walmart to just continue that conduit this direction, and maybe we put one right here and then one right here, and now we've got a 3x2 grid of Alpitronic Hyperchargers. So this future expansion is actually pretty easy and pretty accomplishable when the time comes for Walmart to do that, when they see that it is necessary. All right, and we just crossed 80% here. Our charge is complete here in Southwest Bentonville. We'll let that get reinitiated so that we can see our battery temps. But if we take a look at the charging session, let's go to charging detail. That's not a bad curve at all. No cliff right here like we saw last week. Just a small sustained period of 155 kilowatts. Then the battery began to call less as the SOC came up. And we also got in and out in less than 30 minutes. That's definitely what we like to see early in the morning here. We're able to pull that off with the updates that GM is making. So definitely some good progress here still. Very excited about what I'm seeing here. Let's go check the battery temps. All right, so on the battery temps, we didn't really get too high. We just nudged over 118 max. Again, we look for 120 there. It's because we got most of the charge amperage in really early in the session, so it didn't have to call for so much amperage later on, and that naturally let the temperature stay lower. What I really like is, I don't know if it's accurate, but it's calling for 240 miles of range at 80%. Normally it's 226, so I guess it's really aware right now that I've been doing a lot of city driving to and from work, but I really like seeing that. Maybe we'll see if it's a real guess, but that's good to see. Let's finish up. All right, and that's everything here from Southwest Bentonville out by the airport. Next week, we're going to check out the last of the 3 neighborhood markets to open last week over on 14th Street next to Sam's Club. Really excited about that one. It's probably the one I'll be near the most, given how often I like to shop at and eat at Sam's Club. So I hope you'll join us for that one. And we're keeping our eye on Supercenter 100 as well, getting ready for those ABB A400s to open up. Hey, thanks for tuning in this week. I'm Landon saying happy trails.